If it ain't broke, don't fix it. We know this in every area of our life, right? But why, when it comes to training, are we always looking for the latest trend, the newest exercise? Well, guys, we're going to reverse it back today. I'm going to give you the top 5 old school muscle building exercises of all time. Let's get into it. What's up, guys? Coach Frank at the Critical Range Compound, and in this video, I'm going to walk you through the top 5 old school muscle building exercises of all time. Now, one thing a lot of people don't know is there's one man that was responsible for a lot of these physiques. It's the man himself. It's the legend, the Iron Guru Vince Gironda. Yes, he was the most well-known, respected, and so highly regarded as one of the greatest trainers of all time. And if you want to learn more about Vince and you want to actually get some of his workouts written out for you, then down there in the first pinned comment below, check out the 8x8 workout by Vince himself. It's a 100% free report. Just click that link, put your email in, we'll send a report over to you guys right away. But let's get into these exercises, guys. First movement here, old school muscle building exercise, old school powerlifting. One of the most foundational traditional movements of all time is going to be the barbell squat. Yes, it is something that I see too many men and women trying to get away from. Guys, we need to get back to the basics. Start squatting more. So I'm gonna walk you through how to just set this up a little bit, give you guys a few short cues here. So grabbing the bar here, kind of, upper back here. We're gonna slight step out. We're gonna get a neutral stance here. We're not going close grip. We're not going powerlifting, sumo style. So neutral stance here. Okay, we're gonna break at the hips and knees at the same time. Lowering that weight down, keeping that core engaged. Pushing that floor away as we come up. Guys, one cue I really like to give everybody as they're squatting is when you get down to the bottom, instead of standing up, think about pushing the floor away. Imagine the floor is a leg press. This is what's gonna keep constant tension on your legs, glutes, quads, hands the entire time. But first movement here, the old school muscle building, is gonna be a traditional barbell squat. All right, it wouldn't be an old school muscle building video without the traditional flat bench barbell press, guys. So not gonna have to walk you through a lot of exercise here or execution here, because most of you probably have performed this exercise before. But once again, guys, an exercise I see too many people trying to avoid. Yes, flies are amazing. You need to do dumbbell presses. You need to do all these other variations of movements, but sticking to the basics, this is where the vast majority of your growth is gonna come from. So let's say at the beginning, guys, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I'm gonna walk you through here, guys. Just make sure you get your feet planted securely on the floor here. A few touch points on the bench is gonna be our lower back, upper back as well, so a slight arch in our lower back. Okay, we're gonna grab the bar here, shoulder width apart, bring it out. Slowly lower it down to mid chest line here. Slight pause at the bottom. Explode up, breathing out on the way up, in on the way down. Guys, a foundational movement for your chest, flat bench bar press. All right, guys, third movement here is gonna be our standing overhead shoulder press. A movement that you can opt to do seated or standing. I prefer here because of it being an older school muscle building exercise. We're gonna do it standing here. I think this is how they would have done it back in the day, guys. So we're gonna get our bar placed up here. Okay, grab it, a nice, just slightly outside of shoulder width. We don't wanna be too close in here. We don't wanna be way too wide out here. So nice neutral grip here. Okay, I'm gonna unrack the weight here, step slightly up. We don't wanna lower too far back. So we wanna stay somewhat upright, strong brace in the core, soft bend in the knees. Extending up, okay, bringing that bar down just below our chin, extending up. Really powerful movement to those shoulders, that upper chest, but once again, it's getting your core involved. Lower back is having to brace and secure as well. Just an overall amazing exercise, but really focusing on the shoulders, guys. Third movement here, overhead press. All right, guys, next movement here is gonna be for our posterior chain. So it's gonna be our hands, glutes, lower back, all the way up to our upper back traps as well. So it's gonna be a standard barbell deadlift. So we wanna approach the bar here, nice shoulder width grip apart. Okay, bend at the knees, drive those hips back. We're gonna grab a bar just outside of our knees here, lock that in there, secure everything first. Okay, and then as we come up, we're gonna keep that bar close to our body as possible. Lowering down, driving those hips forward as we come up, driving them down as we go back. Come up. Really firing up that entire backside. There you have it, guys. Fourth movement here, it's gonna be a traditional barbell deadlift. All right, guys, so when thinking up the back exercise for this video, I juggled with a few different ones, but I opted to go with the pull-up because if I had to think about it, these guys were doing, and I know they were doing, tremendous amount of pull-ups because it's such a foundational, such an athletic movement, but it's also great for muscle building. So fifth movement here, guys, is gonna be a standard pull-up, guys. So we had a wide grip here. I'm gonna go just outside of shoulder width grip apart here. Grab that bar, hang down here, guys. Okay. Pull up, bringing that chin above the bar. There you have it, guys. You want to back like they had back in the day, throwing some pull-ups. So there we have it, guys. There's the top 5 exercises from the old school muscle building. Like we said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I see too many young kids and too many younger men as well that are trying to chase all these new exercises. Stick with the fundamentals, stick with the foundation. And like I said, guys, the 70s, the 80s, the golden era of bodybuilding is widely known and recognized as the greatest era of all time. And the person most responsible for those physiques was the Iron Guru himself, Vince Gironda. And if you want a free report, 8 sets of 8 put together by Vince himself, then down there in the first pinned comment below. Check that out, guys. Burn more muscle, shred more fat, build your greatest physique, go to live your greatest body. But Coach Frank at the compound, we love you guys. Check out the report. We'll see you in the next video.